Hello, Robotics Notes fans. Happy January 28th. It is 8:04 a.m. because it's a Saturday, and which means I don't have classes today. Which means I can record it whenever the heck I want. Which means I'm recording it at 8:04 a.m. Tonight, it is the Royal Rumble. I'm very excited. I'll let you know what I thought about it tomorrow if I remember. I forget a lot of things a lot of the time. Where I'm like, oh, remember this for the next episode of Robotics Notes like Animal Crossing. And then I just don't. This was the 100th episode of the show. This was the 100th episode of the show. Did not mention it at all. Not at all. Anyways, let's load the data. Mizuka-san's funeral goes by about as solemnly as one can expect. As far as the Robot Club representation goes, Akiho and I are the only ones who participated. Upon arriving at the hospital, the doctors did everything that they could to save her, but it was too late. Michi spent the service staring at a photo of Mizuka-san the entire time. He wasn't crying, nor did he appear to be in pain. All he did was vacantly stare. After the funeral, Michi said he wanted to talk with us for a bit. While he wore a tough face, we were certain he was hurting on the inside, so we decided to go with him. Cut to the present. Along the way, he even bought a ridiculously pricey bottle of Awamori liquor from the liquor store. It's only a month ago that I was surfing on this very beach. Mizuka-san was one hell of a demonic coach. Michi stands on the beach and gazes out at the waves breaking and receding for a while. His expression is the same as the one he wore while staring at Mizuka-san's photo during the service. Back when I was your age, I'd often come here to watch Irei surf. I ditched the Robot Club just like you, Yashio. I bet you were a worse president than Aki-chan. So I was often told. By Irei, too. Michi, do you have feelings for Mizukine? I don't know. Never tried asking her out. When it comes down to it, it might not have been a romantic thing. She was a scary girl after all. We got a letter of condolences from Sonomiya. Oh, I mean the big one. I know. Irei's parents said they had mixed feelings about it. Her parents knew that Sonomiya was Irei's best friend. But Sonomiya was also the one who sent that hug as a present. I'm sure this is all pretty unbearable for both them and Sonomiya. Then Michi looks at me. Hey, did Irei say anything at the end? If she did, could you tell me? I want to know. Should I? Should I tell him that she was hiding something? That she was trying to stop me from collecting the Kamijima reports? Sorry, everybody. I'm a little sick. There's no way I can tell him that. But there is one thing she said. She wanted me to tell Misane thanks. That she was grateful for the hug. She had no resentment. That's what she said to me. I see. Between the three of us, she was the one who always acted the oldest. She was so uptight. She'd scold Sonomiya and me for every little thing we did. I always tried to push back. But in the end, she'd get physical. She was super violent, you know. Didn't take much for me to submit. Sonomiya handled her better. In fact, she seemed happy when Irei got mad at her. Maybe she's some kind of pervert. Misa isn't a pervert. I know, I'm just joking. But at the same time, Sonomiya was known to be something of a prodigy. Not even the teachers would scold her. That's one of the reasons Irei stood out to me so much. It's already been nearly 7 years since we graduated high school. Michi suddenly removes the cork from the bottle of Awamori. Ide was a crazy heavy drinker. Pro tip. I assumed he was going to start chugging down the bottle himself. But instead he walks up to the edge of the water and starts to pour the bottle into the sea. Cheers. This is his way of offering condolences. When I think about Mizuka-san, my chest still throbs with pain. She was right in front of my eyes, and yet I couldn't even save her. What exactly can I do going forward? And then there's the thing she said at the end. What was she hiding that we'd be better off not knowing? I still don't know if it's wise to look into it or not. Michi leaves after telling us that he still had to help with the funeral service. Akiho and I decide to swing by Subaru's house. Akiho wanted this. She needs to go to his dad and set things right. When she told me her intentions, I didn't try to stop her. We didn't get to see him at the hospital, so we haven't actually seen Subaru since the accident. Apparently his dad told the nurses at the hospital not to let the Robot Club and related people see his son. It's only natural for him to be that angry. Subaru may be permanently injured because we forced him to join the Robot Club. By the way, Subaru's injury is a comminuted fracture. They're still considering what surgery to do. Whether he'll be able to walk like before or do sports and exercise depends on the surgery's results and rehab. After having the giant Model 2 fall on him, the doctors say he was lucky to get away with just a broken leg. Not that that's any consolation. Anyhow, the reason we're visiting is simple. Akio is in charge of apologizing, and I'm in charge of getting hit. My role in this sucks, and even Akio tried her best to convince me not to come. But I can't risk her getting hit. Though I highly doubt that Subaru's dad would do something like that to a young lady. But I'm still here as the shield just in case. Anyway, we park our scooters at the Otatsu Matatsu Rocks near his house, ready to go charging in when... Huh? Jun? We encounter Jun crying and dragging herself from the direction of Subaru's house. She's alone. We sit her down on a nearby bench and try to calm her down. Jun-chan, did you go to Subaru's house? Yeah. Did you see his dad? It was all my fault. I just wanted to apologize. I bowed down and told him I'd do anything. But all he said to me was, I know it's not your fault. I know that, but please don't involve yourself with my son anymore. Then he made me leave. That's unexpected. I thought he'd be more angry. I mean, we did see the man outright punch his son. That image is so strong that I just kind of figured he was a violent guy. Would have been better if he'd hit me. Hidaka-kun's dad looked so sad. After seeing his face, I couldn't even apologize anymore. Doesn't change the fact that I'm the one at fault. Even if Hidaka-kun's dad forgave me, I'd never be able to forgive myself. I'm always so half-assed about everything. Jun, calm down. Why did you turn into Batman, Jun? I saw what happened. I know it's not your fault. Oh wait, no, that was an Akiho line. Oh, shit. It really was the wind. It was an act of nature. Okay, so don't torment yourself over this and... I can't... Jun slaps Akiho's hand away. She doesn't even try to wipe the tears covering her face. I'm sorry, Akiho-chan. Yashio-kun. I can't be around you guys anymore. This is all my fault. None of you did anything wrong. If I quit the Robot Club, things will... That'd be pointless, Jun-chan. Huh? There is no Robot Club anymore. No way. Oh, crap. I shouldn't have said that. You idiot! Is now really the time to say that? She's exactly right. I made a huge mistake. It's my fault. Because of me, Akiho's-chan's dream, our expo entry, the Robot Club's long history, it's all gone. If I wasn't the operator... No, Jun-chan, calm down. I'm sorry, Once again, large tears start falling from Jun's eyes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jun. As Juna starts wailing, Akio tightly embraces her. But neither me nor Akio have any words to offer her. In the end, no matter what we say, they're just words. We should leave Juna be until she calms down and we can talk to her properly. As for Subaru's father, we probably shouldn't try to see him at this point. We accompanied Juna back to her house. Afterwards, Akio and I headed home, the sky already stained with the color of the sunset. Alright, Kai. See you tomorrow. Akio smiles slightly and lightly waves her hand before heading into her house. Aki-chan? She stops and turns around, then tilts her head at me. What's up? You okay? Yeah. I know you're the one who's really suffering. Try and get some rest, okay? What are you gonna do going forward? The Robot Club is gone. We've lost our funding from JAXA and Space Candy. After working so hard on Model 2, it's gonna be disassembled. Same for the currently sealed away failure Model 1. Subaru is injured, and with Juna in her current state, neither of them will be recovering anytime soon. All the effort we put towards the next month's expo will be for naught. But I know for a fact that Akio would do anything for her dream. I don't know. I bite my lip hard in response to Akio's answer. I want to say something. But no matter what I say, I'd just be forcing my own thoughts onto her. This is something that Akio needs to decide for herself. Alright, Aki-chan. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see ya. Akio stares right at me. I pull away from her gaze and start up my scooter. Unable to bring myself to go home, I end up here. The VAB is visible in the distance. At this hour, it's lit up. I haven't seen those lights in a long time. They're currently assembling a rocket for the first time in years. That should have me excited. It should, but I don't feel that way at all right now. In fact, I'm pretty depressed. I didn't come here with any particular goal in mind. I don't even have the energy to play Kill Ballad. As I gaze absent-mindedly at the TNSC, my phone droid begins to ring. It's Frau. I guess we haven't really spoken at all since the incident. Except call. Heyo. You okay, Kona-chan? I'm adjusting the auto balancer. You're still working on Model 2? That's unexpected. Out of all the Robot Club members, she had the least enthusiasm for the project. Well, other than me. Slender gun barrel fell over because my program wasn't good enough. So I'm using data from the last few days as feedback and improving the auto balancer. There's no point. The Robot Club is gone. The robot's going to be disassembled. You don't need to keep working on it anymore. Oof. I wish you'd told me that sooner. She's right, but I've been too busy to think about that. Putting that aside, I have something important to tell you. What's up? Is anyone else around? No hidden listening devices? I'm on the viewing platform at the park. Then it should be fine. Slender Gunveil's accident was just an accident, but Ireishi's accident is more concerning. Do you think her hug going out of control was just a coincidence? I had the same thought. Could it have been a warning from the Committee of 300 of the Tavistock Institute? The rampaging hug accidents surrounding Exki have been the center of all kinds of net rumors. Prominent people having been involved, their death rate is abnormally high. Important people at major companies, big shots in finance, even politicians. So some people are thinking it's an international conspiracy made to look like accidents. If that's true, someone could have pulled the strings for Ireishi's accident. Don't say any more. I exhale a breath of air in an attempt to calm myself down. I'm sorry. A friend just passed away, so talking about this stuff feels pretty awful. But you're right, I thought the same thing. Things went down just as I was talking to Mizuka-san about the Kimijima reports. Wait, is that legit? I give Frau a simple rundown of what transpired that day. Mizuka-san was against my collecting the reports. She told me to stop. She said I'd learned something I didn't need to know. What was Mizuka-san trying to hide? Still don't know for sure. Probably put things together. At the end of the day, it's just a guess. I don't know the truth. That timing is beyond suspicious. This is no joke. You said the last Kimijima report, the 7th one, was the key to releasing the files worldwide, right? Have you pulled the trigger? Not yet. On the day that Mizuka-san died, Kimijima report number 7 was downloaded into my phone droid. I haven't touched it since. Hurry up and do it. Don't blame me for what happens otherwise. Aren't you concerned about whether that's the right move or not? Last few days have been a blur to me, what with Subaru's accident and Mizuka-san. Still haven't come up with an answer about what to do with the Kimijima reports. I'm even more confused because of what happened to Mizuka-san. She warned me about searching for the reports. She wanted to hide something. She said it was better not to know. That just makes her sound like she was on the side of the committee. In that case, why did Mizuka-san have to die? Shouldn't I have been the one to die? I'd prefer not to think about it, but if Mizuka-san was one of them, they could have just killed me. If that accident was part of their plot, I see no reason why Mizuka-san would have to die. Regardless, Yashio-senpai, you're in a real bad position right now. Me? You're probably the only person in the world who knows everything written in the Kimijima reports. And you even have the means to spread them worldwide. I wouldn't be surprised if a sniper was lining up a headshot on you right now. You should release it all to the public and go into hiding, SMH. This isn't me being Chunabu, it's legit. Assassins could be anywhere. Kimijima died, along with most of Gunveil's staff. Even Mama is probably. Yashio-senpai, I don't want you to die. A rare move for Frau, she sets her gaze on me through the screen, imploring me. She usually can't make eye contact. Maybe you should go into hiding somewhere to escape from the Committee of 300. Senpai? I can't do that. But you said the robot club is gone. It is. Then what are you trying to say? I still haven't heard from Akio on what she wants to do. That's why I can't give my final answer just yet. By the way, are you planning on going back to Tokyo? Why do you ask? Don't tell me you want to live together. Give me the situation now. What a rogue is this? Not quite, but if you have a place in Tokyo, we could stay there during the expo. What did you say? You still plan on entering the expo? I don't get what you're saying. It's just a possibility. Enough is enough. You have more pressing issues to deal with right now. Are you seriously okay with dying? I'm not, but she's right. Considering what's gone down so far, there'd be nothing strange about me getting iced out of nowhere. With that in mind, I can't afford to be questioning myself like this. Thanks for the warning, Kona-chan. I'll talk to you later. Hey, wait! After hanging up, I start up Iruo. Gejine is quietly standing a short distance away. She's like a stalker. But that's not her fault. Gejine is currently tied to my phone droid after all. Hey, Gejine, about the Kamijima reports. Yes, what about them? I've decided to release them. Gejine nods her head ever so slightly. To release the Kamijima reports worldwide, please activate Kamijima report number 7. This will auto-transfer the files to all Iruo servers worldwide, creating AR annotations in random locations. However, it is expected that this will cause an explosive distribution of the information within them. This is your final chance to reconsider. If I don't do this now, I'll end up getting killed by an assassin. And because of that, billions of people will die. I deserve far worse than a peaceful death. Kokamijima would end up rolling in his grave for trusting someone like me with this responsibility. Mizuki-san tried to stop me, but I can't let sleeping dogs lie. On the night that Mizuki-san died, I laid in bed terrified we'd get hit with a solar disturbance. This responsibility is far too much for me to bear alone, which is why I'm going to shed this burden. I'm going to toss it wholesale to the people of Earth. Ready? Yes. I tap away at my phone droid and activate Kamijima report number 7. Hidden hand. To the citizens of Earth, please heed this warning. Embrace for the coming conspiracy. This is too much for me to handle alone, which is why I entrust this information to all of you. If possible, I hope I can keep my identity a secret. After praying to the powers that be, I close Iruo. Unknown. Unknown! No matter what you do, you'll always be average, Aki. Is this a... I'm pretty sure this is a dream Akiho is having. So wouldn't this be tomorrow? That's what Misa said to me after... Well, the autosave hasn't happened yet. So I guess we'll count this as today. That's what Misa said to me after she graduated, just as she was leaving the island. She was right. I couldn't be like my big sister. For as long as I can remember, all I could do was run behind her. I excitedly go on about how amazing she was watching from a distance. My older sister and I have always been a weird pair, obsessed with robot anime because of our dad. On days off, the two of us would shut ourselves away in Dad's study and watch old anime all day long. On nice days, we'd go out into the yard and play out robot anime. We'd use sticks on the ground as beam sabers. That's just your ego. Earth is finished. We were like a couple of boys. Let's build a Gundam together, Aki. A real Gundam? Do you think we can make one? It's impossible right now, but one day. And it doesn't have to be Gundam, just a big robot. Let's build our own big robot and have Kai pilot it. That's a great idea. In that case, we'll have to train Kai for his star role. But at the end of the day, I can't chase my dream anymore. That's what Misa said on the day that Central Tanegashima High Robot Research Association became a club. That was the first time in my life that I'd heard my older sister sound so weak. Her entire first year in high school, she worked endlessly to have a club. So why did she say such a thing on that day? I was just an elementary schooler at the time, but no, even now I still don't understand how she felt that day. It's possible that, much like me now, a lot of things happened that pushed her off the path. Hey Aki, I hope you can fulfill my dream for me. It'd make me really happy. You love robots even more than I do, after all. I still remember the look on her face when she told me those words. It was a little lonesome. It was a little sad. It was on that day that my dream became set in stone. I would fulfill the promise I made with my beloved older sister. That's why I said it. No matter what you do, you'll always be average, Aki. In response to those words, you're right, Misa. But I'll still make your dream come true. Just wait in Tokyo until then. Misa. I slowly open my eyes. This really feels like it's the next day. In that moment, a single tear falls from the corner. Okay, this is definitely... Look outside. This is definitely the next day. Okay. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. This is this day. I'm calling it here. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Sorry, everybody. I'll record... No, we're just gonna have to believe it. We're just gonna have to believe that this is already the next day. It's bright outside. She had a dream. I'm calling it there. Nochio. See ya tomorrow. Goodbye. Nochio.